The Republic of Sardonica and C, I have no idea who this person is, has been steadily making quite interesting comments and has picked up an issue here where I've been talking about James Dyson and says, let's be clear, you're commenting on, by your own admission, what was apparently said. This is a meeting with Dyson and Hunt. I've not read one report that names anyone who was, quote, in the room and confirmed what was said. So you're commenting on gossip and rumour. And finally, the actions of Truss and Kwarteng are not the only reason Britain is in this mess. I could name six, and many, and it sort of it goes on in that vein. So the question really is why I think rumour and gossip is as valuable as evidential sources. Well, evidential sources are one source of information. They're only evidence until somebody proves that they're not evidential. So, for example, if you take a photograph and you think a photograph cannot lie, well, it's only until it can. And up to that point, it's still evidence. And even after that point, it's still interesting information, particularly about the ability of somebody to doctor photographs and pervert the apparent illusion of veracity. So are these things important? Yes, they are. Is gossip important? Yes, it is. Is a report that is eventually proven to be fake of importance? Yes, it is. What we need to do is to get these ideas out there so that we can discuss them, so that we can amass information. And I think it's important to avoid the echo chamber. The echo chamber is there to reflect the opinion of everybody who agrees with everybody else. Well, the only way we challenge that monolithic view is by looking at all possibilities, and gossip, the random interjection of rubbish, is very important. It's the ephemeral, it's the ephemera, it's the throwaway, which is really the history of tomorrow. People spend their lives studying fecal remains in Hadrian's Wall, and from that we get some serious scientific and factual evidence about life for the Roman troops who were guarding the wall 2,000 years later. And it's not from stuff which somebody has purposefully left behind, it's from stuff which has been dumped by mistake, which we thought wasn't important. That's what's important. Not everyone, the Republic of Sardonica says, not everybody mortgage went up after the Truss-Kwarteng budget. Exaggeration and half-truths must be challenged. Well, yes, my mortgage went up after the Truss-Kwarteng budget, but I've been quite clear about that. Not everybody's did. I agree. Some people maybe sorted out their mortgage in advance. They knew what to do. I didn't know what to do. My mortgage went up, and it went up significantly. And also saying we have to call out this nonsense when you spout nonsense half the time is a bit rich. No, it's not. No, it's not. That said, others should call out your nonsense as well as me. Of course they should. Of course they should. But the point is, nonsense is not necessarily wrong. And the people who often tell the truth, as the Bible would say, are the mouths of babes, and Shakespeare would say, are the mouths of jesters and fools. So it's not for us to judge. It's for us to get the information out. It's for us to reflect. It's not necessarily for us to pronounce. I'm not an oracle, and I don't propose to be one. I'm simply reflecting on the information that comes across my desk, whether that information happens to be gossip or happens to be with the imprimatur of the Pope. It doesn't make any difference. I put it out in the same manner. And the threats and the jibes are not really going to stop this process, because if I don't do it, somebody else will. And I think we should do it with good humour and consider the various things that are being said. The Republic of Sardonica then goes on, I can't help but feel you're missing the bigger point. Dyson is a millionaire, yet gets access to the Chancellor. Why? Well, I think that's in the sentence, isn't it? He's a millionaire. In addition, there should be a comma, Dyson is a tax avoider and moved thousands of British jobs overseas, resulting in the loss of millions in tax revenue, yet feels able to get the taxpayer via the Chancellor to invest taxpayer funds on his pet projects. Whilst he's lauded for his donations of £135 million, all of it was tax deductible. Charitable donations carry an additional 12.5% increase from the government. Yup, that's the taxpayer, and yup, that's you and me. So the private school where he was educated and gave £30 to, which is exempt from VAT and gets a reduction in its council tax, gets £30 million and more from us in the charitable donation subsidy. I help to fund the education of the rich. And then F. King Outrageous, there's an asterisk in there. I don't understand why people asterisk words. The vowels were put there by God for a purpose. Well, this has become some sort of some sort of diatribe, and I don't understand the links between the conclusion and the points which this person is raising about my content. But I put that out and hope somebody will respond. It's suddenly I feel like it's what is it? A three worlds satellite generation. But and waiting to see who is going to respond. Press the button, and I invite you in, or not.